Hello, everybody. This is Chris from the Stewart Buzz. So we have done an entire podcast, believe it or not, with the microphones off. Go figure. So that didn't work out well. So Kaylee's not here right now, so I'm going to do the podcast by myself, talking about sleep paralysis and astral projection. We have not talked about that before, as far as I know, but it is something that is real. As a matter of fact, when my son and I were filming for Psychic and Son, which you can find in a secret location. But anyway, he had told me about this sleep paralysis and something like holding his chest down. And it was a scary thing for him. He couldn't move. He just no matter how much he couldn't talk, couldn't move, couldn't do anything for some reason. And then all of a sudden it just went away. At that point, I thought, okay, it's time for him to go into the psychic part of it, and that's where I started mentoring him of how to do that. He has since moved on and not done that. I do believe that my daughter may have something that's quite interesting. I've been doing astral projection ever since I'm a little kid. I am still little, but I am not a kid. But I must say, I traveling while you sleep, I used to pick a place. In the beginning, it was just the dreams and dreams and dreams, and always the same dreams. I still, to this day, have the same dreams as I did when I was younger. The difference is I can change the dream. All I have to do is pick a place to go, and I can go and visit there. So, for instance, if I was reading a book, I could take the book, I can look at the pictures, I can kind of look how to get there, sort of, and then when I go to sleep, if it is the last thing that I concentrate on, you might want to call it a form of meditation. I don't really believe that I meditate, but I guess you can call it a form of meditation, but like I said, I don't meditate on purpose. But the idea is that I take it and I think about it, I fall asleep, and I go into this state of flying. And I got to tell you, if it's America, I've never been there in person, only through astral projection. And I'll tell you, it looks like beautiful green open fields. And then there are mountains. It's just a beautiful, beautiful sight. So if you ever want to try to do that, in my opinion, this is how you go about doing it. You either take a picture or you read something out of a book. And the reason I'm saying you read something out of a book is it's going to give you the contents of where this place is. And you keep on concentrating over and over and over as to where this place is and how you're going to get there. And don't ever worry about, oh, gee, I'm doing astral projection. I'll never be able to get back. I'll be stuck in here forever. No, sorry. It's not Jumanji. It ain't happening like that. You're not going to be stuck on the board. I can pretty much guarantee you, no, I'm sorry, I can guarantee you that you're not going to be stuck in some sort of portal where you can't see or can't get out or anything crazy like that. If so, then I'll come and get you. But I really don't believe that's the case. So you pick that place that you want to go. If it's a familiar place, great, all the better, all the easier. If you want to start off easy, you can go easy. So I have had the same recurring dreams, and I'm sure most of you have had these, but I've had the same recurring dreams over and over since I'm a child. I am no longer a child, and the same dreams continue to happen. It's around a group of friends of mine, and then I would talk to them about me being able to fly over the school and then over the trees and then back again. And they dared me. They dared me to do it. And I did it. And I flew over. It was just so effortless, as though I was weightless. And then I landed and I sat back to them and I said, see, it's easy. And they were like, oh my God, that's so cool. Do it again. Do it again. And I was like, no, I'm not doing it again. I'm just telling you I can do it. So it was always that way with me. Ever since I'm approximately about 8 years old, this is my memory. I mean, some people pretend that they know exactly or they remember coming out of the womb. I really don't think so. Sorry. I think you're exaggerating. I am not exaggerating. I remember about 8, could be 7, could be 9. Somewhere around there. And that's when I started to do that. And I would voice my opinion to my mom about this. My mom, in her later years, had told me that she used to be able to lay in bed on one side of the house and then be able to know what my dad's watching on TV on the other side of the house. Now, how the hell do you do that? And she's awake. So my mother wasn't psychic. It was on my father's side. So I don't know if she had to do this meditation. Her doctor actually turned her on to the meditation thing because my mother had a serious heart condition and she needed to be able to relax herself. So she would do that often. But I think maybe she went into a different type of meditation where she can see things that she should not be able to. I'm suggesting that you start off small, go to a certain place, and then wake up. It's not like you're not going to wake up. That whole myth about not being able to find your way back. Let me put this the easy way for everybody. All the people that said they could not find their way back or had a story about not being able to find their way back, how the hell did they find their way back? They're telling you the damn story. None of them just disappeared into like nowhere. The triangle of nowhere. It just didn't happen. So I wouldn't worry about that. And all you people that are going to call me out on this, come onto the podcast. You can come onto the podcast via the phone. That's right here. We have a whole setup right here, switchboard. You can come on and tell me why you couldn't come back. And if you couldn't come back, how did you come back? That doesn't make any sense, right? I'm with you on that. So along the lines of, if you want to say what I'm going to make sure I didn't have myself muted there because we did a whole podcast. I told you before, just like without the cameras, not right. But anyway, about the sleep paralysis. I can't really say for myself about this, paralysis thing. I don't know enough about it. If anybody had that situation happen to them, I would love to hear about this sleep paralysis. And if you had sleep paralysis, or if you know somebody that did, I also would like to hear the stories of you having astral projection or doing it, and knowing that you're doing it, and practice doing it. And what age did you start doing it, and why? I didn't do it on purpose. It's just I decided. I don't even know if I decided. I just did it. I went to bed one night and I did it and I liked it and I thought it was really cool. So I just continued to do it. I know it sounds really strange to do it that way, but I have to just check my phone here for a second. Okay. Good. All right. So I think, in my opinion, that don't put a lot of thought into it. Just say, okay, I'm like I said, go to down the street, or concentrate on going to a school that you went to. So I'm going to tell you a story. I saw this dude that lived next to me in West Islip, Long Island, New York. For the last 5 days, he's been in my head. He really has. He's been in my head 5 days, to the point it was really starting to bug me. So I looked for him on Facebook and didn't see anything, nothing that resembles him. I haven't seen him since I'm a kid. And I wouldn't know what he looks like as an adult. So what I did is I Googled the address. According to this Google address thing, he passed away. So why am I having these thoughts of him? Now, am I having these thoughts of him because he's trying to say something? I don't know, because I'm going to call his mom right after this. I'll let you know. I'll let you know what happens. But yeah, his name is Anthony. We used to call him Buddy. But I am going to make a phone call after this, kind of find out what's going on with that, and as to why that keeps on coming up. Who knows? Maybe it's his birthday. Maybe it's his mom's birthday. Maybe it's his sister's birthday. Maybe something happened. I don't know. But it's everybody knows I barely believe in psychics, even though my whole family do that on my father's side. But I find it strange. Whether you understand that I find it strange, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that, but I am going to call them up. As a matter of fact, I'm going to cut the podcast short, and I'm going to make that phone call now, because now would probably be an opportune time to go ahead and do that. And I will update you guys on that phone call. We'll talk to you soon.